YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we are driving to the border of Lithuania, and this is the road we gotta take to get there. They are building a highway around this, but at the same time they are you know, it's gonna take them a while to build a highway, but you gotta go through a bunch of villages and stuff. It is currently 6 local time, and it is 8 Celsius outside. We are just past Białystok, Poland, and this guy's, I mean, you could have just waited, bud, but you know, to each their own, I guess, to each their own. I think I'm about to catch up to like some slow trucks, which is not great. It's gonna slow down my entire process. Hopefully the window's not too dirty and you guys could actually see out the window. But yeah, welcome back to another Monday video. Today we are gonna finish off our trip. I made a couple of these on this trip. Very easy to make. Now I see why a lot of people do point of view, because it's extremely easy to do. Extremely easy compared to like the weekly update videos. Yeah, extremely easy. So I already called yesterday for this load, which is only like 313 kilometers away, which realistically I still need to do a 45-minute break in between because I'm not going to make it fully because I already used up like an hour. But yeah, I told them I'm going to be there between 1 and 2, and then the directions are just go home empty. So once we drop this off, I'm going home. So we're gonna try to get this done as quick as possible. Yeah, that truck is not moving quick and I'm catching up pretty fast. So you just saw my GPS turn from night mode to day mode. This truck's gonna jack up all my progress, and there's nowhere to overtake. You just gotta follow them or hope they turn off to a parking lot. Either or. So yeah, so today that's what we're doing. I called my dispatcher yesterday. I think the parking video was yesterday. I told them that I was going to do the dispatch thing. I screwed up some paperwork because I was extremely tired yesterday. I need to calm down with my driving. I need to work like 10-hour shifts instead of like 13. But I'm trying to make progress. Anyways, we'll see how all that goes. But yeah, this is what we drive through every single time we have to go through it. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but old drivers used to tell me that this road used to be a dirt road, and just to get through here used to make them like, it used to take them like 8 hours just to get through here. We're going 81, we'll be fine. I'm not gonna really slow down. Yeah, we got a bunch of villages like this that you have to go through. I still remember the first place. See, there's a bunch of signs that you can't overtake. It's not great. We have cars behind me. There's always cars behind you, so it's fine. So yeah, they used to take like 8 hours just to get through here, and there's a sign somewhere. There's moose here. Mooses? Moose. Yeah, I think that's the plural, right? Anyways, so are we gonna slow down for this corner? Yeah, sure. Why not? We're gonna.
Over the speed limit.
Yeah, well, you know. Ooh, shaky little corner. And as you can see, we don't have a lot of room to maneuver. We're really close to each other. Trying to keep this thing in between the lines and stuff is fun in its own way. But as you noticed in like some of my videos, they don't give us much room to maneuver here. So, alright. If you want, you can overtake, bud. It's your chance. So you can see what I'm dealing with over there. Right? That's what's going on over there. And then this is what's going on over here. Again, not a lot of room to maneuver, but you get used to it. Welcome to trucking in Europe, I guess, right? So, yeah, so we're gonna just keep on driving. I don't know, when you're driving a truck, it doesn't feel like it's as long as it is. And I know American trucks are a little bit longer. I think like I don't remember how much now, actually. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Because in total, I think an American truck is like 22 meters, and a European one is 18. So that's like a 4-meter difference. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's noticeable, but like, backing up a longer trailer is easier. So backing up in an American trailer is easier than backing up this one, because the longer the trailer, the longer it takes to respond. So it's just not all over the place. Obviously you guys have more room in your cabins than we do, but you know, regulations and stuff. I forgot what it was. Yeah, I think in America they regulated the trailer, and over here they regulated the entire length. So, you know, I think that's how it went. I watched the video on it, why we have cab overs and stuff. Because I mean, technically, we could be able to, you know, drive, what you may call it, U.S. trucks out here, and you see them sometimes here and there, but nothing amazing, right? So this is gonna be a jet. I'm gonna try to catch. I'm gonna go as fast as I want, which is 87. And if we catch up to someone, we catch up to them, and then we follow them, because, well, that's how it goes here. It's like playing the lottery here. Either you're gonna get stuck behind someone that's completely slow as shit, or you're gonna get like clear roads the entire time. You're gonna have another couple Lithuanians tell you over the CB there's no cops in villages, and then you're just gonna hammer down the entire way. Sometimes you'll drive in here and you'll get stuck beside someone that's doing 70, or like a tractor or something. So yeah, it's a complete gamble what you're gonna get and how you're gonna get it. And again, the window might be even too dirty for me to use this footage, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. What else? Today's Friday, right? So I'm thinking like I'm gonna drop by the store, grab some stuff to relax, and just chill out, because it's been a pretty long week. We drove a total so far of 31 hours, which I know in the US ain't shit, but that's just driving time. If we're talking about total work time, I'm in like 60 or some shit like that. I don't know. Look, the way we're regulated is weird, and we're never going to be close to America. Plus we drive slower. I mean, if we could drive faster, if we could go as fast as US trucks can, I'll put it this way, I would be there and back within like 2 days instead of 5. So that's just putting it into perspective of going 55 the entire time. I slept here once, and there was a bunch of noises. I was sleeping right here where this white DOF is, and there's just a bunch of noises and stuff happening, and it just freaked me out. And I was like, you know what? Nah. Never again am I sleeping there. But I don't know how to break it to you. Oh, and I noticed there's like a lot of white balancing problems with the GoPro, so I apologize for that. But I don't know if you know this, but there's like a parking lot right back there, so we're gonna, oh, there's not a lot of room I could give you, but we'll try our best. There we go. So yeah, I never slept there again after that. That's usually where Dot also stands, and I was like, well, I can't make it to the next parking lot, which is a way better lot, but I can't make it there, so I'm gonna sleep right here. Nope, never again. There's no lights there, there's no nothing. I even climbed down and investigate, which is probably not a good idea, but like, what's the worst that can happen? They'll stab me, like, you know? So yeah, I got out, I looked around, got back in the truck, there was more noises. I was like, you know what? I also know that they steal diesel there, so how about no? How about no? I pass. So yeah, now we're gonna try not to get hit by like a speed camera or anything, stuff like that, and then we'll probably pull off the footage off of this later. My phone runs out of space because for some reason the GoPro app saves into the phone memory, not into the SD card, which gives me problems. But it is what it is, right? So can't wait to see what you guys think about these, because I made like, this is the 4th one I'm making, so you guys have a whole month of Monday videos now as well. And I'll try to keep up with Friday videos, but those take way longer to make than these. I mean, this one you just throw on the GoPro, turn it on, and boom's your uncle. Boom, boom, what? No, Bob's your uncle. There we go. There's the saying. I was like, the boom is not the one. So there's a little bit of wind. It is not chilly outside, but I did go outside with a jacket already today to go use the bathroom and stuff. I was like, nah, it's just not right. As you can imagine, I would love to not do the brake, but at the same time, yeah, it's not gonna happen, because like I need the break. I'm not gonna make it all the way there. So once we drive into Lithuania, I'm gonna stop to take a break, like 45 minute. And I already told them I'm gonna be there between 1 and 2 in that window. So I might be there actually a little bit early. If I can get there before 1, which is looking like I can, like it's really likely, unless some stuff happens, and you know how trucking is, so that would be great. Still don't have any washer fluid in the window, so I can't clean my window, unfortunately. But once I get back to the office, I'll grab some and we'll put it in. So I'll probably be in the weekly video though. It's probably gonna be trippy for you guys to see like these videos after watching the weekly one. You're gonna be like, oh, he was right there. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And we have a whole line of trucks we're catching up to here, which is never a good sign. Like, because there's not really much places they could turn off, which means they're probably going the full distance, which means they're gonna slow down my progress. Yes, it's only 7 kilometers an hour, but trust me, that does make a difference. I think it's like 3% slower to making it to your destination. So there's only one spot. No, there's one spot to overtake. So, and after that, you're pretty much screwed all the way up until you almost hit Golnos, which is like hundreds of kilometers. Like, it's bad. So there's one in Poland where we could overtake, and then you have to wait until you get into like Lithuania. So it's bad. It's terrible. I don't understand. Like I said, Poland is at least making a drive around. I don't know what Lithuania is doing for this road. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of trucks. This is gonna slow me down. Well, nothing I can do. In this situation, we are screwed McGrewed. And since there's so many one after another, you can't even overtake. And even if you had like the room to do it, you don't even have the room to do it. Look at all these trucks coming from the other direction. Like, when are you gonna overtake this whole pile of trucks? You're just not. Simple. You're just not. Oh well. Yep. Well, it was fun driving at these speeds. I can't wait now to slow down and go 80, if that. I mean, we made good time, at least on the start, right? Like the first 30 kilometers went well. Everything after that now is going to be very, very slow. Usually when I get past like Warsaw, I start feeling more at home. That's like the breaking point where you're like so close to home. And going home is always a nice feeling. The air is just better, the weather is better, everything's just better in your country when you're home. Well, I guess that's the same thing for like you guys in America when you're in your home state, or people in the UK that go back to their city. Because I know a lot of UK drivers probably don't even leave the country. Well, actually, maybe you guys do, because you got like Wales and Scotland up there and stuff. But I mean, everyone still speaks English, so it's not too bad. That's another thing that gives me like, it freaks me out sometimes. Like, I don't know who speaks English, who doesn't. Like the guy that loaded this truck completely spoke English, perfectly fine, everything was Gucci. But like, sometimes they just yell at you in German, and I'm like, so what do you want me to do? It's very confusing, trust me. It's not a fun time either, like at all. I'm like trying to figure out like, what do you want from me? Why are you yelling at me? And sometimes you're like, English, and then they start yelling even louder. It's like, oh yeah, I get you now. I totally learned German within that 2 seconds that it took you to get louder. Yeah, that was what it was. So I don't know if he's gonna watch this video, probably not, but shout out to the loader that loaded me, because you made my life so much easier. So much easier. Also, note to self, always check your weight on your axle, because they did overload me by a lot. And when I say by a lot, I mean by a lot. Okay, you're allowed to be 12 tons on the drive axle, and we only have one, remember. And on the back axle, I guess you could say, on the truck, and I was 13.2, so 13 tons 200 kilos, and like, that's just not gonna fly at all. Like, so we have to reload the back and the front, but good thing it's a current side. You don't have to unload the whole truck and stuff, because again, we don't slide tandems and stuff. We we just we loaded correctly the first time. So we don't have to worry about all of that. So she got loaded. She could be 24 tons on the trailer, which she is, and she's probably even less now. But when we finished moving the pallets around, she dropped from 13.2 to 11.2, I think it was. So we literally took 2 tons off the front and put it on the back. So yeah, that's how it works here. We don't do no sliding tent. Now there is some trucks that can slide their 5th wheel. I do know that, but I'm not sure about back. Again, there was a guy, right, that commented on one of my videos. He's blocked now, but he was being like a smart ass, and he didn't even know what, you know, 95th code was called in other countries. And he's like, well, you should know things, that a CDL is not CE category. Bro, you need a CDL to deliver freight. You also need a CDL, you need a CE to deliver freight out here. Yes, we have more regulations out here and stuff, but it doesn't matter, okay? We need our driving card too, so what are you saying, bud? And I typed a comment back to him, like, basically calling him an idiot, but like, it didn't post for some reason. So I just went, I'm not retyping that. Because he's basically doing the point that like a CDL is technically not the same as CE, because CE out here is basically learning how to drive with a trailer, and a CDL's not, apparently, according to him. Look, at the end of the day, both of them take off weight limit for a driver, so you can drive pretty much with as much weight as you want if you have a CDL or a CE category. Yes, we need 95th code, which is expiring for me. This is why I'm not going to be driving next week, because, well, my dumbass forgot to renew it, and now it's expiring on Monday, so now I need to redo it. And I basically, what 95th code is, or whatever the fuck he called it in Sweden, and I'm guaranteed he was either from Sweden or he was probably from Sweden. It doesn't matter though. So yeah, 95th code is basically just me being able to deliver loads for money. That's basically what it is. So since it expires and it's on my license, I have to renew my entire license. Even though my trucking license is perfectly valid, I need to renew that. Then there's also the tachograph card, which goes into this little machine, and that's our e-log. So like, why are we going 40? So like, there's a bunch of regulations that we need to do, but regardless of regulations, a CDL and a CE is the same thing. He's like, well, if you're gonna make videos about it, maybe you should know what you're talking about. So I went to check out his channel. I'm like, you know what? He probably makes a bunch of educational trucking videos. Maybe I could learn something. Not a single video. So I'm like, cool, my first hater. Blocked. I remember like last video I said, this is a democracy. No, this is not a democracy. So yeah, we had some fun with all of that. And oh, and I also had some people post comments on my last video like, you know, you're talking about like how the Russian people are suffering, and I don't want to talk about the war a lot, but I mean, I kind of live next to the country that's getting invaded. And then the other one that's kind of like the little brother to Russian, trying to lead in their footsteps. So you're like, oh, well, fuck the Russian people, Ukrainians are dying. I am aware of this, okay? I'm just saying in general, everyone should be able to, you know, just live in peace. There was no reason for Russia to attack in the first place. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying that like, oh no, I totally agree with the war. You know, like, no. Now out of context, that would be terrible. Is there a Girdeka? There's a car? There's no Girdeka though, which is surprising. Because usually a line like this is because of Girdeka. Ooh, we're tilting a little bit. So, and it's a bunch of reefers too. So like, that's what I was saying. I don't want the Russians to suffer. I don't want the Ukrainians to suffer. However, they're suffering way more. They're getting like murdered, basically. So yeah, that's the war and everything. So we're gonna end it on a very depressing note. Kauno, is that how they pronounce it? Anyways, we're gonna be in this line up here for a little bit. It's already been a long enough video, so thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, do so. I mean, like 80 of you are not subscribed, 80% or 90 or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, there'll be more videos like this. I also got my weekly update videos that come out on Friday. These come out on Monday. And there's just more and more content coming to the channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.